should be a fun volleyball match. We appreciate you joining us here tonight. Hokies and Panthers, and we're underway. And not quite the start that the Panthers would want. As kill attempt, Doug. Opportunity here. Block, but down on their own side. It is Pitt point, and Pitt's first opportunity to serve with Vasquez Gomez.
And right away, you saw something that this Pitt team is just better than almost any other team in the country. Had out-of-system play. They didn't get a great first pass, but they still were able to keep the ball alive, give the ball to their opponent, and then in turn try to better the ball with each possession.
So Vasquez Gomez the kill, and she will serve. Senior. Opportunity here, rising up, but good dig by Virginia Tech. That time just no chance, and the kill in the middle by Emma Monks.
And they love going to Monks early and often, but watch this one-handed set from Rachel Fairbanks, kind of reaching almost over to the Virginia Tech side, bringing that ball back and just able to put it in the sweet spot for Emma Monks to put the ball away.
After the dig earlier, Ileana Rodriguez just unable to come up with that one. Slide, stuff down, Monks a part of that as well.
Jeff, I think we might have mentioned something about the Panthers and blocks, and you saw it right there.
Tori Stafford was also a part of that.
And that's the thing with the Panthers. They do such a great job at closing the block, so you saw Emma Monks come over to the shoulder of Tori Stafford to be able to finish that block off.
Over 3 a set. They're on pace to better that. Panthers lead it 3-0, 4-0 now. As Vasquez Gomez continues her serve. Olivia Babcock with the point. Quick start here for the Panthers. It'll hit Doug. Virginia Tech looking to get something going. Big swing blocked out of bounds, and there's a Virginia Tech point. Ava Francis gets that for the Hokies.
Francis has played great for this Virginia Tech team over her past 2 games. She really struggled for a series of 5 or 6 games before that, but starting to find her offense, and that's a player that they need tonight.
Opportunity here for his second point. Swing, Doug. And rising up in the air is Stafford.
Stafford didn't finish it on her first swing in that rally, but she did there, finding a hole in the middle of that Virginia Tech defense. And that's where you need to, if you're Virginia Tech, they didn't even have a blocker up on that play. So you have to get someone up, at least to put some hands in the face of Tori Stafford.
Kat Flood into serve for Pitt. And into the net. Error from the back by the Hokies. It's 6-1 Panthers.
And that was Dupre on the swing. Just let that ball really fall down too far and didn't really have any chance to get that ball over the net. Senior
Kat Flood. Be a very special Sunday for her. Senior day, near ace. Indeed, it is an ace for Kat Flood.
And that's a prime example of a player knowing her role. She's a serving specialist. She will see a little bit of time here and there on the court defensively as well, but this is what she's in the game to do, and coming up big for the Panthers with a 7-1 lead.
All the way over to set it up for Dupre. It's blocked and falls onto Panther court. Point for Virginia Tech.
Really smart there from Dupre. She was off the net, not really the best set, but she knew that she needed to better that ball and was able to go with the roll shot against the big block of the Panthers and find the court right behind them.
Lucky Rose Williams, Hawaii native.
And that an illegal back row attack there from Rachel Fairbanks, as she is in the back row, so she's not able to jump up and contact the ball. And you can see there going over top of the net. A good call there, point over to the Hokies.
Clips the top of the net, but over and in. A hit by Babcock on the right side.
The vision that she has, Jeff, is just incredible. Seeing the court, finding an open spot, and even in that instance, there really wasn't an opening on that line, but she just wanted to take that shot and was able to finish it off with a kill.
Between Babcock and Stafford, they have owned, it seems, the ACC Freshman of the Week. And good hit from the back. That's Dupre again with the second kill. It's now 8-4.
And Dupre is really who they want to run the offense through. She has 4 attack attempts along with Ava Francis.
And in. An ace for Virginia Tech. Good serve by Haley Pierce.
How about the freshman coming in a big moment with her team down a couple of points. And this float serve just dies right on that back line.
Another good serve by Pierce. Stafford rises up, and that one's in. Seen some backline execution for both teams. Corey Stafford to serve, the 6'2" freshman from California. 213 kills this season. Make it 215 with the 2 today. Here's an opportunity for the Panthers. They slide for Wokolo. We've seen more and more of that as this season has progressed.
And that's all due to the fact that the Panthers have been running a 5-1. So there is not a right side hitter in this instance, as Rachel Fairbanks has rotated to the front row. So that leaves the opportunity for that slide play to happen because there's not a right side hitter on the court at this time.
10-5 Pitt. Back set for Babcock, and that's going to go long.
And there's also the opportunity to do that. Rachel Fairbanks setting up Babcock. We saw a couple of them in the front row so far this game, but why not throw one up to the back row and see what she can do? It's such a powerful swing, a big hole in that block.
Stafford serving at 11-5. Now a slide from Virginia Tech. Blocked, but onto the Panthers' side. Point for the Hokies. Kara Lewis.
That's another player for Virginia Tech that needs to step up in this game offensively, but in particular defensively. She leads her team in blocks for the season with 61.
147 kills. And the serve. Vasquez Gomez. Valeria Vasquez Gomez. A couple of kills here in this matchup. Sierra Cates serve. Low. The Panthers up 12-6. And a kill right side for Ava Francis.
And the Hokies just really staying in this first set, trying to keep in contact with the Panthers, and just a great job there. You can see Emma Monks really late on that block attempt, and that left a lot of space for Francis to be able to find a hole in the Panthers defense.
Rodriguez's serve is over, but Vasquez Gomez puts it down. You know, one of the key players, Amanda, for the Panthers is Rachel Fairbanks. She does so much for Pitt in serving right now.
You can see what she's done, over 10.5 assists per set in ACC matches, and that's good for second in the ACC. She has a great serve, as we'll see here, but she also can really swing the ball, which I'm sure we'll see at some point tonight.
Francis is blocked, but blocked out of bounds. Thought that may have hit the line, that's why I paused, but blocked by Francis. Now Hannah Boer to serve, the sophomore from Lewis Center, Ohio. little bit of a miss hit. The Panthers able to get it over. And Francis's tip attempt is dunked right down.
And Emma Monks might have missed this first connection with the ball at the net, but she sure did not miss the second option here, throwing that ball right back down. There was no tip that was going over the hands of Emma Monks.
It seemed like she was on her way down too, but that
still was able to get it
and reach.
Absolutely.
Violation by the Hokies. Panthers out to an early lead, 15-8. First set here in Pittsburgh.
Other than the fact that this team is really good, his daughter has gotten into the game of volleyball. So what better place to come in the city of Pittsburgh than this Fitzgerald Fieldhouse to see this number 7 Pitt volleyball team?
Vasquez Gomez serving. Tip back and 4 hits. 16-8. See Ben's family. There's his daughter. Looks like they're having a good time.
I mean, when the Panthers are up 16-8, I think anyone in here wearing blue and gold would be having a good time.
And really for Ben, don't get a chance to do this. Good kill in the middle by Virginia Tech, Sydney Peterson. If you don't get an opportunity, you're normally busy in the fall.
And that was just great execution. Virginia Tech finally got a good first touch. Then they were able to really execute their offense, getting a great set, and then able to put the ball away, as you said, with Peterson.
And serve just long. That time, Panthers guessed correctly off the serve from Ava Francis.
Emmy Kluka was there. She had it. The whole way, tracking that ball, just looking over at her coach, praying that that ball was out.
Cat Flood in to serve at 17-9. Panthers' last 3 matches, all sweeps. Off to a good start here in the first set against Virginia Tech. Rodriguez the dig. Right side hit dug by Flood. Stafford puts it away.
How about the dig from Cat Flood in the middle of that rally? We said she comes in as a serving specialist, but then she needs to play defense, and she did exactly that on this play. Right down the line, Cat Flood able to get that ball up, and then Tori Stafford says, I got your back, Cat. We'll finish this play off.
19th dig for Cat Flood this season. Good set, good, better block by the Panthers, but Rodriguez gets it over. Virginia Tech keeping this point alive. And kill in the middle, dug, that time by Fairbanks. Dug back by Virginia Tech, and the hit by Dupre gets the point for the Hokies.
Well, watch this. Somehow Virginia Tech able to keep it alive. Almost a game of hot potato there with Rodriguez just putting her arm out trying to keep the ball alive, and then the finish from Dupre.
Virginia Tech just hitting 136, and a couple of service errors. When you're Tech and you're in this scenario, unforced errors really can't have them.
They're tough. I mean, you have to play almost a perfect game of volleyball in this situation when you're going up against a team like Pitt, ranked 7th in the country. And when you have those unforced errors, like you said, it's really tough to come back from.
Olivia Babcock. And good kill right side by Virginia Tech. The Hokies last year struggled in that 3-0 loss, hitting 0-37. It was also around Halloween.
And they also hit negative in every one of those sets, so much better showing here today, hitting right now at a 174 clip.
And the dunk in the middle by Wokolo. Panthers get to 20.
Wokolo just always seems to find herself in the right spot at the right time at the net for the Panthers.
Stafford serve. Dupre with her 4th kill. That leads all players here tonight. Virginia Tech down 8 here in the first set.
And again, starts off with a good first pass, and that leads to the Hokies having multiple options offensively, which catches the Pitt defense a little bit off guard.
Vasquez Gomez, nice dig by Virginia Tech, but unable to finish it.
That was a great dig for the Hokies from Sierra Cates. As we'll take a look at it here, the big swing from Vasquez Gomez and able to get the ball up, and then her teammates in the back row.
It's miscommunication.
Got to call it and call it loud.
Okolo serve at 21-12. Slide for Virginia Tech. Fairbanks keeps it alive. Vasquez Gomez readjusts her feet, and the block goes long. Point to the Panthers.
And credit the Panthers for keeping that ball alive. It seemed like that ball was destined to find their side of the court, but somehow able to keep the ball up, and then the great out-of-system swing on the outside from Vasquez Gomez.
You see those numbers from Wokolo this year, hitting 448. Right side slide, dunked again.
And guess who? Emma Monks in on another block for these Panthers. The double block with Vasquez Gomez. Just a great job of really getting on the hitter's shoulder and putting that ball down. And now 3 blocks here in this first set, which is where the Panthers are averaging so far this season.
And deciding to play that serve into an ace for Wokolo. And now set point for the Panthers. You see the block leaders. Imagine the luxury of having the top 2 on one team.
Or the misfortune if you're the opponent of that team.
After the ace, the block is out of bounds, and Francis again gets a point to keep Virginia Tech alive here in the first set. Liliana Rodriguez, 26 aces this year. Fairbanks set and a kill, and that'll do it for the first set. Emma Monks, probably deservedly so, finished. Fairbanks serve, dug by Cates, and just sent over. An opportunity here for the Panthers in the middle. Who else? Emma Monks, 3rd kill.
They love really establishing their middles early in a match and early in a set. A lot of times if they get a great first pass opportunity, then they put that ball away in the middle, and Emma Monks just reaps the reward.
Serve hits the net near ace. Good dig, but not high enough on the tip. And who is that?
Emma Monks, just superhuman, literally floating in the air, staying up in time to be able to get that ball back down on the Hokies side.
6'4" Monks from Colorado, previously at at Michigan State. Louisville native. And blocked in the middle by Emma Monks. 5 for Monks.
Just look at what she's been able to do, Jeff, with the improvement that she's had. Not that she had a bad 4 seasons at Michigan State, but she has almost a half set block more, and she's just been so incredibly efficient for this Panthers team.
7th in the ACC in blocks per set. That's going to go up. Virginia Tech gets on the board. It's now 3-1, and as well as Pitt's playing, like, hey, you get a couple of serves here, you get back in this set and try to turn that momentum around. Ava Francis to serve. This is part of the youth that I know that Virginia Tech's excited about is Francis. And the dig perfectly set for Dupre.
Elena Dupre is not going to miss that kind of opportunity. It's been few and far between here for what they've been able to do offensively, but when that overpass comes right there, she knows what to do with it. And Emma Monks knows what to do with a set like that.
The 4th kill for Monks. Only Vasquez Gomez has more for the Panthers. 5 kills for Dupre and Francis each for Virginia Tech. Vasquez Gomez to serve. 20 aces this year. 21 aces this year.
Usually we have the announcer jinx, but there, I think you were predicting what was about to happen, Jeff.
That right there is the death of the announcer jinx.
Way to go.
It's Halloween. Spooky stuff happens. Vasquez Gomez.
"22 service aces."
Wow. For Virginia Tech, I mean, it's only 6-2, but there seems to be some miscommunication. You wonder if a timeout might be coming.
It's the same exact spot, and you could see there, I mean, if you're Ileana Rodriguez, you have to take control of that as you're the main passer.
And why wouldn't Vasquez Gomez go the same way? This time, that Monk's hit was dug, but the block by the Panthers, Tori Stafford.
Emma Monks was around it, of course.
And here is that timeout by Marcy Byers. And in perfect position. And you see the reaction. Panthers up a side.
And I think that's really an understatement. They already have 6 blocks here, and we're not even halfway through the second set. They average over 3 per set, which leads Division I, but just they find themselves in the perfect place at the right time, and that's all about training. And as I said here, you see them leading Division I and leading it pretty substantially over the next best team, Texas A&M, there with just over 3 per set.
Vasquez Gomez serve. Rising up and getting the kill is Dupre as the block went out of bounds.
But the thing was, that block was there. And it always seems to be in almost the right, if it's not in the right position, it's almost there. It's just a matter of getting those hands turned in.
So if you're an attacker, you're Virginia Tech, how do you work through all those blocks?
You have to trust in your swing. I mean, you're going to get blocked, but you can't become tentative. And that's the exact opposite of what we just saw there with the swing from Tori Stafford, not tentative whatsoever. But you can't be tentative because that's going to lead to mistakes. If you're trying to hit around the block, then you're going to hit it out of bounds. You're going to hit it directly into the hands. You're going to hit it into the net or into the tape or into the antenna. There's just so many variables. You just have to trust in your swing.
Oh, nice off-speed hit by Kara Lewis. Went up and over.
And that was one of those plays where that might not have been initially what Kara Lewis intended to do, but it worked, and it gets a kill on the board. But again, coming back right when you get that point, you can't hand a free point over to the Panthers, now making 3 service errors for the Hokies.
And now one of the favorite parts of a Pitt match, watching Olivia Babcock serve. Nice dig by Klicka. Good block by Virginia Tech that time. Gives Pitt a little of its own medicine back.
And I love the decision there from Fairbanks because she doesn't tip a lot, but she tried to take the opportunity to do it. But Virginia Tech being very diligent defensively and staying on Fairbanks and going up when she went to set that ball.
So 9-5. Panthers won the first set 25-13. Panthers hitting .640 so far, 171 for Virginia Tech. And the serve by Cates. And opportunity dug in the middle. This time, Wokolo did it again. And Annette.
And it was like deja vu. The same play back-to-back. Akeo going to Wokolo on both occasions and able to finish the second time.
And even if it wasn't a net, it would have been a point for the Panthers. Tori Stafford, 4 kills here tonight. Rodriguez to Francis, dug by Klicka. KO's in. That one crawls over for Stafford. From the back is Pierce. And Vasquez Gomez tipped by Virginia Tech. Point for the Panthers. Gomez.
Take a look on the back end at Stafford with the defense on that one. And then the finish from Vasquez Gomez off the hands of Hannah Borg.
Vasquez Gomez winds up. Good dig. And Francis's hit blocked. She'll try it again. Blocked again, but out of bounds. That time, persistence paid off for Virginia Tech.
And again, the Panthers block there, just not able to get their hands turned in.
And kill in the middle by Wokolo. Her 4th of the night.
And Jeff, just take a look at the spread of offense that the Panthers have. You have Vasquez Gomez with 6 kills. And Tori Stafford with 4, Emma Monks with 4, Babcock with 3, Wokolo with 3, and on the other side, just Dupre and Francis each have 6, and that's really been the offense for Virginia Tech.
And a service error, first one for the Panthers tonight. It is 12-7. Right side, wind up and kill for the Panthers. And an opportunity
for Blair Bayless into the game for the Panthers. Another freshman. We've talked about Stafford and Babcock, Jeff, but there's another freshman that doesn't see as much playing time, but she is just as talented as Stafford and Babcock in Blair Bayless.
Yeah, top 50 recruit, the freshman from Texas. That's the 28th set she's played in this year. 13-7 Pitt, Rachel Fairbanks to serve. In the middle, blocked by Monks on the attack attempt by Peterson. That is 7 blocks for Monks.
Just truly incredible with what she's able to do and just her timing. She has the vision. She waits to see what is happening with the setter, but then the quickness that she has to react after she sees what happens with the set.
Right side hit dug by Klicka. Fairbanks over to Vasquez Gomez. Rodriguez for the set and out. Panthers points. 15-7. Pitt leads it.
That one was a little too close for comfort. It seemed rather close to that line, and we'll take a look at it here, and it was very close, going over the outside shoulder of Fairbanks.
No challenge. Francis's hit is long, and a run here for the Panthers of 4-0. And
it is. You can't think too far in advance. You can't think, okay, we're down 9 points right now. You have to think, okay, let's first side out, get a point, and then let's go on a little run. And then whenever that run stops, side out immediately and get the ball back again.
Fairbanks serve. And Francis is blocked but out of bounds. And a point for the Hokies.
And there's that side out, but then this is where you have to capitalize. Get a few points, maybe get to 10, get to 11, then if on the other side the Panthers get the point back, like I said, side out again, go on that run of a few points, just chip away at the lead.
Francis deep with the serve originally and had spent her first season at Arizona, transferred to Virginia Tech, and a good find for Byers. That serve aside, she's going to be a force for the next few years in the ACC.
She is, and she's playing great tonight. 7 kills on 14 swings. Just 2 errors to go with that, hitting at a 357 clip.
Vasquez Gomez. And carry, double hit by Virginia Tech.
And Vasquez Gomez is not a player that you want to have at the service line. Coming into this game, she had 20 aces, and now she has 22.
Now, see now,
I did
you
it.
jinxed her. 18-9, Virginia Tech gets an opportunity here just to get some momentum going. Lucky Rose Williams to come in to serve. Williams, just a sophomore. And Panthers had to tip that over, and when it's going your way, Tori Stafford able to find floor.
And not a perfect set there coming from Fairbanks, but Stafford just such a smart player, even though she's only a freshman, seeing that that was a lower set and then just finding the hole right over top of that double block.
I mean, Amanda, how difficult is that? She makes it look easy.
Especially when that set is coming so fast and you have to make a decision that quick. Great job by Stafford.
I'll tell you about the server here after the point as that kill goes out of bounds. The server is Logan Mosley, who was with Virginia Tech for the first few years of her career.
And now she's on the other side playing for the Panthers here. And she's been a great player coming in as a defensive substitute for these Panthers and really able to do a great job as the Panthers there not able to get that point. But Mosley has come in and served, but then, like I said, on the other side, she's played a lot of defense. And she's played in some pivotal moments. She came in during that Georgia Tech game a couple of weeks ago where the Panthers came down from an 0-2 hole and played great and was able to bring the Panthers back in that game.
And the serve to Mosley. You wonder if when you transfer, if they know she's there.
Oh, they do.
And block dug by Virginia Tech. Opportunity here for Dupre. Now back the other way, and the kill for Olivia Babcock. You think they know Logan's out there?
They do, and you think if you're Marcy Bowers, you might say, hey, give a little nudge to your server. Why don't you go to that one spot and see if you can get it there? Let Logan know that we know that she's there.
Babcock just long with her serve. Just the second service error for the Panthers. Third now service error. Babcock will sit. And we see Blair Bayless back in. It is 21-11 Panthers. Panthers took the first set 25-13. Great serve, dug by Mosley. Just climbing the ladder is Stafford on the right side.
The height that she's able to get on this swing, on that far pin, no block. She took full advantage there, and you could almost see where the ball hit exactly at that 10-foot line.
Stafford the serve. And a free ball here for Pitt. KO. That hit by Bayless, dug. Here the Panthers communication. Vasquez Gomez blocked but out of bounds. Panthers 2 points from set number 2.
Kara Lewis almost had the right execution there, but she wasn't able to get her body turned back into the court, and that meant that the ball went off of her hands and out of play.
And an ace for Stafford. Her 12th of the season, and that sets up set point. Panthers hitting .610 for this match so far. Ball keeps it alive, and the Panthers unable to get it over. Vasquez Gomez almost snuck it over the top, but a point for the Hokies, and Rodriguez to serve.
Jeff, you could hear the collective groan from this crowd as they thought that Vasquez Gomez was going to be able to save that play.
The serve just too far and off the knees of Wokolo as she came flying in. Francis, her 9th kill.
I mean, you are allowed to use a body part other than your arms to pass the ball, but knees is not suggested.
It increases the difficulty level as another really good serve for Rodriguez. That ace her 27th of the season.
Rodriguez, such a great find in the transfer portal. for Coach Bowers.
And that one served long by Rodriguez, the transfer from St. John's. And that'll do it for the set. 20 sets, and Panthers just get stingier defensively. Virginia Tech to serve, down 2 sets to love. Stafford, and the Panthers find a way to get it over. And Virginia Tech does the same thing, but the Panthers able to figure out a way to get a point on a really sloppy first point.
And I don't think that's how Coach Fisher drew that first play up, coming out of the timeout, or Coach Byers. But you see again, Rachel Fairbanks going with the one-handed set, trying to get that ball up to Monks, just able to tap it over and then somehow keep it alive.
And she was going to hit with the right and was able to instinctively use her left to get that over. And an ace. This is going to be one to remember for Emma Monks.
4 kills, 1 ace, 7 blocks, hitting at a .571 clip. This is a stat line that she'll definitely be happy with.
A grad student from Louisville, with the Panthers up 2 sets to love, and 2 love here in the 3rd set. And a kill in the middle. Nice hit by Kara Lewis.
And that's what happens if you're Virginia Tech, when you can get a good first touch. You're able to have all of your hitters at your disposal, and then you keep the Pitt defense on their heels rather than knowing exactly where the ball's going to go.
Stafford rises up, is blocked, but hits it through it. 3-1 Panthers as they try to keep pace atop the ACC with Louisville and Florida State. Of course, Louisville owns the head-to-head, and the Cardinals up 1-0 on Florida State as they are playing simultaneously right now. Babcock, the hit. As we see right-hand side, an update. Dupre gets the kill. It's now 3-2.
And you see there that Florida State-Louisville match, and just a moment ago, Louisville was up 19-17 in the 2nd set against Florida State. So a very tight match between those two, which is exactly what you expect as you saw those 9-1 ACC records.
Eliana Rodriguez. Stafford the tip this time, and Rodriguez just couldn't get there. It's 4-2 Pitt.
Great mix from Stafford. 9 kills on the night, or excuse me, make that 10 with the last one. So the first player in double figures between these two teams tonight.
How quiet it gets. Stafford serves, and a slide dug by the Panthers. And that's high T. A swing by Dupre, dug by Klicka. Right side hit, and a kill for Rachel Fairbanks.
Jeff, take a look at Emmy Klicka go all out, one-handed dig, able to get that ball up, and then that keeps the point alive, and then the point goes to her team.
And the thing is, we watched enough Pitt to where we weren't really astounded by that, you know, because she's just done that over and over.
Time and time again, Emmy Klicka, take a look at this in slow motion. She knew she had it the whole way, and look at her be able to put it in a great position for high T to get a set up.
Dig by Rodriguez, and the tip slide is blocked by the Panthers. Cat Flood was in the middle. That one is tipped and long, and point for Virginia Tech. Hokies with 12 wins on the season. It's Lucky Rose Williams to serve again. Panthers hitting .617, and another service error for the Hokies. That's number 6 in this match.
Really hard to come back from if you're Virginia Tech. You can't control what your opponent does, but you can control what you do, and that's what you have the opportunity to do at the service line, and just not taking advantage, as that's now 6 errors tonight.
Cat Flood was going to be a soccer player and just fell in love with volleyball, and that was a good decision. That's worked out for her.
I'd say an Elite 8 and a couple of Final Four appearances look pretty good at this moment.
Blair Bayless with the point for the Panthers, 8-3. Near ace, good dig by Rodriguez. From the back is Francis, dug by Cat. This time Panthers from the bat, but dug by Francis. High tee to Blair Bayless.
Freshman to freshman connection there. And it's just so hard to stop when you have all these options if you're the Panthers.
And almost flat-footed. Able to get up high. Cat Flood remains serving. Now 9-3 Pitt. Francis just knocks it over. Set. And Fairbanks off speed hit, dug by Rodriguez. From the back is Francis and blocked by Emma Monks.
Why not? I mean, she's done it just a couple of times tonight, so just continuing again. And I want to give her credit, but the net also had a big impact in that play as well.
Statistically, she's credited. That makes it 9 for Monks. Big hit by Fairbanks. And a net ball by Virginia Tech. 3 Panthers, Rachel Fairbanks, the versatile Rachel Fairbanks.
Now she's in the front row swinging, but what we've seen a lot of tonight is assists, as she has had 17 so far tonight to go along with 2 kills and 2 digs, and she just does such a great job of putting her hitters in position to be successful. A great swing there from Emma Monks, and we just saw a few moments ago a great swing from Rachel Fairbanks as well.
You see the numbers. Cat Flood has served 5 consecutive points. Brave blocked. I believe Monks may have 10. Wow.
I mean, I don't really know what else you could say at this point with Emma Monks. What she's just able to do, putting herself in position for the block, turning her shoulders in, turning her hands in, and then there's nowhere to go with the ball.
And Virginia Tech attempts the tip. The tip by Jasmine Robinson results in a point for Virginia Tech. Cates to serve for the Hokies. And another service error for Virginia Tech. Ava Francis with 10 kills, 8 for Dupre. But it's just, we've seen a number of errors, some miscommunication at times.
And it's at pivotal times, too, where Virginia Tech really needs to go on a run and they have the opportunity, and then they're just stopping themselves.
Monks tip. Emma Monks, 5 kills.
And Monks, seeing she had a blocker in front of her, deciding to go with the soft touch right into the middle of the court.
The athleticism to pull that off, and an ace by Rachel Fairbanks. Panthers get Wake Forest on Sunday for Senior Day.
And Jeff, how about this stat line from Rachel Fairbanks? 2 kills on 5 attempts, 18 assists, 1 ace, 2 digs, 1 block.
Stat filler. Francis can be that as well. Hit and into the net. Babcock gets the kill.
And having more of a quiet night for Babcock. 5 kills on 7 attempts, hitting at a 7-14 clip, and adding 2 blocks to that as well.
And Lucky Rose Williams from the back. point for the Hokies. As Louisville and Florida State. Now 2-0 Cardinals. And the Panthers keep this alive. Francis, and that was kept alive for a moment by Fairbanks, but Francis gets her 11th kill. Next up for the Hokies, they've got their in-state rival. They're at Virginia. Bree Siverling, the senior from Kentucky. She's had a big career at Virginia Tech. As Olivia Babcock cross court for her 6th kill.
Cut shot from Olivia Babcock. And you can see that she skies high for this one, going inside of that double block attempt. And just finding that far sideline. Great job and great vision there from Babcock.
Logan Mosley off the top of the net and trickles over. Francis hits it. It's tipped. Chance here for the Panthers. Tori Stafford gets a kill.
And when it's your night, it's your night. That point seemed like it was going to the Hokies, and then somehow the Panthers able to keep it alive and finish off the point. Now 18-6.
Logan Mosley, when she was with Virginia Tech, had a school record 39 digs in a match against Davidson, which just doesn't seem humanly possible, which is why it's a school record.
And it's great to have that type of player on your team, essentially as a reserve coming in on this Panthers team, and again, talking about the depth that they have.
Anna Boer, another part of that young nucleus for Virginia Tech. The swing attempt by Babcock goes over and down. Point Panthers, 19-7 now Pitt.
Beautiful set there from Fairbanks. And you could see Kara Lewis late on that block attempt as she thought the ball might go to Monk, so waited that half second and not able to get out in time.
Dylan Griffin with the opportunity here, the lefty server. And swing is in for Haley Pierce.
Pierce, just her 2nd kill of the night. And that was a player, Jeff, that we talked about early, saying needed to have some success offensively and not able to find it tonight. But they're going off of the top of the hands of Olivia Babcock.
19-8. France's serve is good. And kill by Olivia Babcock. Mentioned she wasn't having a really big number night, but that just keeps rising. And now 8 kills.
Now she's 2nd on the team in kills. As I said that just a few moments ago, but also the efficiency again. 8 kills on 10 attempts.
Rodriguez diving to save that serve, and a point for Virginia Tech. It's interesting, we mentioned earlier that Ben Roethlisberger, the Steelers quarterback, is here. We have the sightline where we can watch him watch this, and he watches Babcock serve like someone that's watched him play quarterback.
And credit, you see there, Ileana Rodriguez about to serve, and credit her on what she was able to do on the dig on the other side of that attempt.
And Rodriguez gets the ace as it crawls over the net.
And these are the moments that you have to capitalize if you're Virginia Tech. Taking some momentum away from the Panthers and taking it also into the rest of your season and into your next game on Sunday.
Fairbanks. Opportunity here for Dupre. Fairbanks' swing is tipped. Point Panthers. Just getting a finger on it was Jasmine Robinson.
And it seemed like the Hokies were saying that they did not touch that ball, but
no challenge from Coach Byers.
Pretty close.
Cat Flood nearly dunked it. From the back is Francis, and a point, and the 13th kill for Francis. Marcy Byers, as you said, trying to feel better about themselves as they head into that matchup with Virginia on Sunday.
And Francis just having an incredible game. We talked about what she's done her past 2 games, and she really has carried her momentum here tonight into the game. And then another player has carried their momentum as well as Hannah Boer with 26 assists.
Lucky Rose Williams with an ace.
You see Boer there. She has been such a great player for this Virginia Tech team, eclipsed 1,000 assists, and Jeff, she's just halfway through her sophomore season. Imagine what she could do with a couple of more seasons.
And a service error. Her mom was an All-American at Eastern Michigan, so volleyball in the family. And, you know, they've been able, Virginia Tech has, to get some players from Central Ohio, which has helped their young depth. Kat Flood to serve for the Panthers. And that time, the win by Boer in the middle.
How about Boer? We talked about what she's been able to do with assisting her teammates in getting points, and they're taking one for her own, going up against the Panthers and winning that joust.
And you get the sense from Boer that she has Fairbanks-like qualities where she can do a lot of things for the Hokies. And high to tip that is Monks. Set to Fairbanks, blocked by Francis. And from the left side, Blair Bayless.
Take a look at this swing here from Blair Bayless. Again, going on the inside of that block. So that's on the right side player there. They need to bring their block in, and then when the middle meets them, that will create a much better block opportunity.
And service error for Fairbanks. Virginia Tech stays alive. Sibberling. 1,000 assists in the NC State match for Bree, and it's been a theme for the Hokies. And we have reached match point here in Pittsburgh. Panthers a point from win number 19 on the season to get to 10 wins and join somebody atop the ACC. And Louisville's up 2-0 on Florida State. Swing by Francis is blocked. Emma Monks ends it on a huge night.
I can't think of a better way to end this match than with Emma Monks and this Panthers defense. What they've been able to do all season. You see there the 9th ACC sweep this season, holding their opponent tonight to hitting at a 177 clip. And on the other side of that, you talk about offense. The Panthers hit at a 619 clip. They had everyone in on the action. Just really a clinic from the Panthers here tonight.
Tori Stafford, 11 kills to lead the